Project Restoration, Jeremiah 23 Hills. This is what we mean by access.
Travels with a uniformed entourage. He rides on a throne in a parade in Washington, D.C. each Memorial Day. He arrived at the church on Beatties Ford Road in Charlotte earlier this year in a custom German-made Maybach automobile.
That's one of the most expensive cars in the world.
Nothing against that.
Trustee of the United House of Prayer, the bishop is also a landlord, managing apartments in Charlotte and Washington. 2 years ago, a retired D.C. bus driver had cancer, got behind on her rent to the church.
I knew I should have paid rent because my mother always said, baby, pay your rent if you don't pay nothing else.
That's Sarah Boulware Owens. She's 79 years old. Evicted today from her home at the McCullough Canaan Land Apartments.
The United House of Prayer put her out, stacking all her worldly possessions on the street.
Her record player,
Yeah.
her television
This is where
set, even her records.
God is speaking to the church about
Sam Cooke.
lands and brothers,
Let's get this straight.
homelessness.
The bishop leaves a $3 million mansion empty most of the year in Charlotte,
This is what
while
the-
putting a 79-year-old woman
This is what
on
they're
the
gonna do
streets of
to you.
DC. Is that right?
I don't think so. This church should provide assistance for their members.
For the-
After Ronald
for the
Belton
elderly,
clashed
for
with
the
Bishop
elderly,
Bailey,
yeah.
the bishop stripped him of his church credentials, according to a lawsuit filed by Belton.
How was that communicated?
Why? He says it was because he let a woman walk too close to the bishop's throne, a kind of holy of holies called Daddy's Mountain.
Okay, I don't want to get off of that.
She's on
What about the land, y'all?
Ron Belton tried to visit a United House of
Okay,
Prayer
land is to be shared
a preacher, one of Bailey's men,
in the body of
called him a
Christ.
clown, right from the
If
pulpit.
you're a fivefold minister, I hour you.
to make it so uncomfortable because there are a lot of statements that have been made.
Share the land, y'all.
That I was the evil one.
While Ronald Belton's been kicked out of the United House of Prayer and mocked
Be
as
your
a clown,
property managers. That's what I wanted to say. Don't let someone else do it for you so you can show mercy to the poor. That's for anyone in the body of Christ. I got an apartment and land.
stealing millions from DC nonprofits.
Okay?
That's
So
the
God bless
headline
y'all.
Straight from the Washington Post.
Well, that-
To the tune of, get this, $5.1 million.
If Phonia Green pled guilty to stealing $5 million from the nonprofit where she worked, the feds say she spent that money on her bridal gown business, her homes, her cars, and, wait for it, her church. That church, the United House of Prayer, where Reverend Belton says she was praised as one of the top 10 contributors. She can still go to church.
So I don't want to get on pastors. I'm just saying, if you got land, it's high time in 2020.
She's welcome.
Maranatha.
You're not welcome. And Phonia Green
Jeremiah
is waiting to be sentenced in the federal court in
23
D.C. Ronald Belton
and Hoods.
sued Bishop Bailey in Charlotte, claiming
No.
Sweet Daddy Bailey wrongfully terminated it and even encouraged Belton's wife to leave him.
No.
The judge here
No.
tossed the suit.
That's a bunch of, I don't got time for that.
Just like when you don't have nothing again.
Land.
I called the United
Land.
House of Prayer in D.C. last week.
It's land, y'all. If you got land, share with your brother in there suffering. And if you have enough land, you can even help people. I know you don't want to, church, but it's high time. Buy land collectively and help your brother. Because the property managers that put people out, God see even to the least of them. So you got to take it in your hands and show the Lord's love and mercy, or else you've been sucked into the great harlot, the mother of Babylon. And when she's plagued in a day, come out from her, because her plague's coming today. Remember that.